What's up, y'all? I am about to do this Love and Hip Hop Hollywood review. I am so glad that Atlanta is going off because they child, get it together. Okay, because they just got on my nerves so bad. Like, everything was just terrible. Like, they was doing way too much. So I'm relieved to see Hollywood, and I actually liked Hollywood last season, so I decided to go ahead and review this season as well. So far it looks like everybody is back. Let's go and get into it. We started off, and I got my notes on my MacBook, so if I be looking down reading, that's why. So we started off with Ray J and Princess. So I was under the impression that they was about to, you know, show like a little wedding or something, but no. This was like a little photo shoot type of situation that they was shooting for a magazine or something like that. So yeah, they engaged or whatever, but they married now, as everybody saw on social media and stuff. So they just got married at the perfect time, you know, just when the show was about to come back on. Whatever though, I don't know. And did anybody notice on the little live joint that Princess just looked like she was just not here for all the marriage talk? But anyway, I'm rambling. It just didn't look like she cared at all. And then okay, back to this. Anyway, so the main thing about this scene is that right off the back, Ray J's mama was like, look, Ray J, we need to talk. And Ray J just looking a little lost, you know, like he normally do sometime. And his mama, because y'all know his mama don't play about, you know, him and Brandy. So right off the back, she tells him that he need to get a prenup together because, you know, she handles all the business stuff and she ain't with the wedding if they ain't getting a prenup. So I don't know how this gonna go. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. I mean, Ray J, he been in the business since he was a child, and you know, it'd be kind of messed up. He married this girl, they get a divorce, and she take everything that he got. You know, we don't want that to happen. Anyway, so Moniece is back. Yes, the crazy girl, as crazy as she is, I love her on the show. Like, don't ever take Moniece off the show, Mona. Don't do it. You will lose ratings if you ever do. Just letting you know that off the back. Anyway, so Moniece is back and she at the house and everything, and she was like, she's happy to have a man around, blah blah blah. And here I am thinking that, you know, we're gonna get introduced, you know, to somebody new. Well, no, that's not what happened. Fizz is living with Moniece, and I was like, skirt, hold on, wait. Why is this happening? Lil Fizz, you were living on your own. What happened? Okay, he lets us know what happened. Apparently, some, you know, discrepancies went off at his house. You know, something about, you know, some gas or something, and, you know, he had to evacuate, you know. I guess, but he couldn't go get another house or apartment or something somewhere by himself. Did he really have to go live with Moniece? Out of all the choices that he had in the world, I can't seem to understand that. Anyway, Moniece is laying down some ground rules and whatnot about she don't want such and such happening in the house and all this, that, and the third, and you know, those types of shenanigans. Unimportant stuff or whatever. Anyhow, we also getting to the point when she's laying down the ground rules that she don't want Fizz bringing Max, Lux, or Brandy into her house. And I'm just like, well, why would he bring them into the house anyway? I'm not understanding. But yeah, apparently y'all know what happened when they had the whole Instagram beef and all that stuff going on after the reunion last time. So they still haven't got over it, you know, on the episode. They haven't got over it. I don't know if they've gotten over it or not. If they have, y'all let me know, because I don't know. I really don't. I don't keep up with Brandy and them at all. I like Moniece, but I don't follow none of them on social media or nothing. I just be reading when it's on Baller Alert and stuff like that. Anyway, Nikki is back as well. I don't really have no problems with Nikki at all. I mean, you know, she's a good little character to have on the show or whatever. But yeah, she's back, and You know, she's got her little party or whatever lunch party thing going on. She got some little separate line of t-shirts or clothes or whatever to go along with the Nude by Nikki that she was selling last season. Everybody wants to sell clothes and put writing on t-shirts. I need to start doing this too, because this seems to be easy money. Everybody has got a clothing line. Like, I am doing something wrong. Obviously, I don't know what's going on. Anyway, Brandy and Shonda, you know, they are there to show their support and everything. And Brandy is automatically hyped up because she is telling them about the situation with her and Moniece and all this stuff on social media and everything. And ain't nobody got time. Nia is back. And I was just really hoping that Nia would not be back. But since she's back, that means Soulja Boy is back too. And I just didn't want neither one of them to come back. I thought I asked for this in my last YouTube prayer on this episode, that we not bring them two back. I just don't want to deal with Soulja Boy and Nia this season. Hopefully they ain't got a lot of shenanigans going on like last time. Maybe it'll be less annoying this time, but last time I just couldn't do it. Anyway, Nia is having this mama and mimosas thing, you know, like she did last time or whatever, but only this time Moniece is her co-host, and she wants to invite all the girls, but, well, it's going to be drama because, you know, Brandy and Moniece don't get along, so we don't really know how this is going to go. Anyway, Tiara Marie is back, TT is back, and she claims she been in the studio working on some music. Well, if she have, well, I sure can't tell it because I ain't heard no music or nothing anytime. I ain't hear nothing but that one song that last time, and then we ain't heard nothing since then. And I just don't be understanding. It's love and hip hop, and everybody's supposed to be making music, and everybody is in the studio, but ain't no material. I don't understand. Whatever though. I still like her. She was supposed to be the princess of Rock Nation back in the day, you know, but it didn't happen. Anyway, so Brandy brings up the situation again. I'm just like, Brandy, you gonna tell everybody you see about the situation? I mean, everybody know I thought that this was going on. So why are we having to tell everybody? Like, she gonna annoy me off the bat. I want her to just calm down. Because she always, like, hyperactive all the time. Like, she needs some Ritalin, too. Like, I just can't do it. Anyway, though. So the scene comes up with Willie stripping, and I was just like, hold up, why in the world is he in a strip club dancing? And I thought the scripts had flipped, but no, that's not what happened. He's in that Chocolate City movie that's out. So I was like, okay, Willie finally got some work out here in Cali. He got some jobs going on, because you know last year the struggle was real. They didn't know how they was going to get their bills paid or nothing. But you know, the gods have answered, and he's got some jobs lined up, and he's in the studio and stuff. He's doing good this season. I'm proud of him too. But the shade is, how come they got all of their business? Like, their storyline is kind of like an important storyline. To me, I think it is, because it's a real juicy storyline. But ain't neither one of them in the beginning credits. Like, they show everybody but them two. Why? I mean, we know all their business last season, and we know all the business this season. They need to be in the credits. Put them in the credits, please. Okay? Anyway, so while we're doing that, they're practicing in Nikki's strip club for the movie or whatever. And then Shonda, she wants to get back into the music and everything, which I didn't know she made music. Do y'all know any music that she got? Because I didn't know that she made music. I'm sorry. But yeah, she wants to get back in the studio, and apparently she's going to be working with this producer named Blaze. Who is Blaze? I don't know who he is. Never heard of him. If y'all know who he is, let me know. Link me some music or something to what he didn't produce, because I ain't never heard of him. But yeah, Willie's all fine and dandy with her doing the music or whatever, but he's not okay with her doing the music with Blaze, because Blaze then tried to make some moves on Shonda before, and you know, he ain't with that or whatever. So I don't know. I guess we will see how that plays out. I don't know. I personally wouldn't be too worried about it because, I mean, everybody that say they in the studio don't be in the studio for long. So, whatever, though. Anyway, so we get to the Mamas and Mimosas brunch and shindig thing, and you got the girls, the mamas, and all showed up. Everybody's drinking their orange juice or whatever, and you just know it's about to go down because the vibe just started getting, you know. And then, you know, Brandy and what's that girl named Shonda showed up or whatever, and Moniece wasn't, you know, at the door, you know, when they showed up or whatever. Nia took them to a separate table, and I was like, is she gonna keep them apart or what? But no, she ended up bringing Moniece over there and has the nerve to tell that girl to be good. Now you know that them two together is just a mess waiting to happen. They are not going to get along in no way, shape, or form. The attitudes that they have were just not going to work, and they just get to arguing back and forth. Well, you need to apologize about what you said on Instagram and all this stuff. And I'm just sitting here thinking about, first of all, why are we talking about each other's kids? And y'all two need to stay up off of that Instagram. Please, just text each other. Like, or just don't say nothing at all, because really what y'all arguing about is stupid. Like, who cares? Anyhow, so then we get back to Ray J, and they at this little car shop or whatever. They about to get some stuff done to Princess's car. And Ray J feels like this is the perfect time to break the news to Princess about this prenup or whatever. So he goes ahead and was like, well, how do you feel about a prenup, blah, blah, blah. And Princess right off the back is just like, I know this is like your mama's doing and all this, that, and the third. And she's just like, I feel like we're getting a divorce before we even get married. And at the end of the day, she said she won't sign no prenup. And I'm just like, well, somebody gonna have to sign something, because Ray J's mama ain't letting up until something gets signed. So somebody gonna have to do something. I don't know what Ray J gonna do. He gonna have to figure out something, because he just look like he is in the middle. Like, who are you gonna be, on your mama's side or your fiance's side? Which one? Anyway, so we find out that Nikki and Fizz are still seeing each other, and I was just like, kind of not, I thought that was going to be over last season, but I guess not. So they out chilling or wherever they at. I don't remember where they was at anyway. But they talking about where the relationship is supposedly going and all this stuff, and apparently Fizz is ready to settle down and all this stuff, and you can't never see Nikki but once a week because she's apparently so busy, and she claims she dating or whatever, but I'm just like, okay, y'all two together is just doing the most. And then Fizz talking about he want to settle down. I'm just like, oh really? Because last season you was all about the appetizers and stuff, and I was just like, so you're ready for the main course now? Whatever though, okay. Soulja Boy's back, unfortunately. They out playing basketball or whatever. For some reason that scene reminded me of, like, the movie where they was dancing and stuff. What is that? You Got Served. Yeah. I was like, they out playing basketball. Lil Fizz is out there because, he was in the movie. Whatever. Don't mind me. But I thought about that. Anyhow, so he back talking about he got this new album coming out. And I'm just like, every time he gets on the confessionals, he be talking about he got an album coming out. And what is these albums that you be putting out? Because I don't... What? Whatever. Anyhow, Willie out there too, and he need to get some advice from the crew because he just don't know what to do about this Blazing Shonda situation. Fizz basically tell him to trust her or whatever. Soulja Boy was like, no, you need to run up on old dude. Just don't be taking no advice that Soulja Boy give you, because he don't make the best decisions, and I just I just can't be dealing with Soulja Boy like that. Like, I just can't. Anyway, Tierra Marie brings Nikki and Moniece together to sit at the table to hash out, you know, their differences or whatever from, you know, last time with the whole situation with Moniece was dating Rich Dollars and how what's her name, Nikki spilled beans and all this stuff last time. Y'all know what happened. Anyhow, so they get together and everything and want to squash the beef, and they start talking about it, and Nikki is all up for squashing the beef because, you know, since she's still talking to Fizz, they're going to have to cross paths and la la la. And I'm just like, was this really needed? I mean, I guess, but whatever. And then Moniece goes on like a little tangent or whatever and breaks the news to Nikki that, well, if you're still dating him, then why is he living with me? And I'm just like, girl, you did not have to tell her that. But it was funny though, because Nikki, her face, you know, she tried to act like she was not, you know, bothered at all. But then in the confessional, she was like, I'm not going to let anybody see me sweat, but he could have told me and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, well, how he going to tell you? Because he only see you like once every blue moon. But whatever. And then also Moniece goes on to say that she wants another kid by Fizz, and she doesn't want a different baby daddy, and she wants all her kids to look the same. And I'm just like, girl, in what wonderland fantasy are you living in right now? That man does not want you, and you keep saying you don't want him. I just don't know. She's confusing me. Moniece, please get it together, because I like you and you sound a little bit ding-dongish and I can't. And that weave that you have on, Moniece, I know that you tried to blend it out and whatever, because it kind of looks like that it's a closure, but it also looks like it could be somebody tried to manipulate the real hair to match the weave. I can't really tell which one it is, because, you know, sometimes people do be getting closures that don't be really matching the rest of the tracks. And I don't really know what's up. And then on top of that, had the nerve to have it dyed that certain type of color. Like, I don't know. I like the haircut that she had when she came with the meeting, you know, with Tierra and Nikki. That weave that she had in was not really working for me this time. I just can't. If you're gonna just get plain black tracks, I like the plain black, you know, or the bob or your natural hair. That lace thing or whatever was not working. I can't do it. Anyway, so after all the news has been broken, so Nikki plans this little meetup with Lil Fizz, and she's got gifts in her hand, and I'm just like, I know she ain't bring him no gifts after the situation, so what joke is she about to prank on him? Well, she brought him, you know, a flower in a little vase and said, this is a housewarming gift, you know, since you and Moniece live together. I thought that was kind of funny, and he was like, so you being funny? Yeah, that's what she's doing. She's being funny. Yeah, and they get to arguing about everything, and I'm just like, who cares? Like, y'all knew that y'all wasn't gonna last. But the icing on the cake was that this fool, Nikki, then brought him a onesie and then broke the news to him that Moniece wants another baby with him. He didn't even know none of this. And I'm just like, she really went out of her way to purchase a gift bag and tissue paper. No, it cost every bit of $5. And she brought the vase. Where she got the vase from, I don't know. And she went and brought a onesie too. And then she wasted gas or Uber pass to drive to meet him at wherever the meetup was, just to do this joke. I would just send him a nice little text message and call it a day. I'm not doing all that. No. I know people be wanting to make a statement and all, but ain't nobody got time. Anyway, Willie goes to the studio, and it appears that he's going to run up on Shonda to see what's going on with the Blaze and the studio session and all of this. Well, it ain't really nothing going on because they was just in there talking about the music. But then he decides to go and bypass and go about his business to his own session. And I was like, you know what, Willie? You're a good guy. I like you. You know, you make your own decisions. You didn't listen to Soulja Boy for number 2. I'm proud of you. But then some random woman walks in the studio session with Blaze and Shonda, and I'm just like, Harpo, who is this woman? Where is she coming from? And why is she here? And it's just all confusing because how in the world do she know that Shonda's at the studio? I can't quite figure that part out yet neither, but whatever though. Anyway, so she comes in talking about, I need to tell you some stuff about your man and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, here we go with this mess. Well, she's got some 3D printouts of some text message and it's iPhone bubbles because the messages were blue. And she's reading them, and apparently Willie been texting this lady and all this, that, and the third. And apparently this lady, I ain't catch her name, she used to date Willie 12 years ago. And I was like, 12 years ago? Why are you here now? And you came all the way from Chicago to LA to let her know this? And you got iPhone, obviously. You couldn't send an email or a text message or something. You called a plane to tell her this news. She obviously ain't got nothing better to do. Like, I really can't. Anyway, so Shonda is just like, well, I'm going to figure out what's going on myself. I'm going to take this folder to him, and I'm going to ask him because, you know, you can't always be snapping out on the girl because, you know, she might be right and all this, and I'm going to take it up with him and all that. And I was like, that's good thinking because, you know, sometimes, every time these girls on here find out if somebody's messing with their man, they go and fight the girl. And I was just like, but your man knew. Okay, whatever though. So then we come back, she go in his studio session, ask him, so what have you been doing outside of this marriage? And he's just got the dumb look on his face like, what the heck is she talking about? Like, I've been making music. And she's like, no. So anyway, I guess she's gonna show him the papers or whatever, but it goes to commercial break, and I'm just like, no, why the commercial breaks? I can't deal with the commercial breaks. But anyway, that's the episode so far. It was pretty good. Enough stuff went on for me for a first episode, because, you know, first episodes are normally a little boring, but this one was okay. You know, it won't like top of the line, but, you know, it was a pretty good episode. This new live thing, Love and Hip Hop live thing they was doing at the end. Why in the world Safari got Mink on in LA in the middle of the summer, as hot as it is? And I live in Virginia, and it's hot. It be feeling like 104 degrees. I know it feels like 150 out there in LA, and he got on Mink. What is going on? I don't understand. Anyway, though, I'm done. I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.